Okay, well, I see we have a few people here today. Hello, Paula. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining. And Idil, thank you for joining. And Miles, hi. I'd like to welcome you guys here. My name is Henry Tenby, and this day has been a long day coming. It's been months, actually, in the planning. And I have in my hands here from the printer in China my very first copy of my Air Travel Time Machine book. So as you know, I've been promoting my book. It's been a 30-year process compiling this book, and it is a collection of Kodachrome images taken back in the good old days from the 1950s and 60s and even back into the 40s. And I've amassed thousands of these images that depict what air travel was all about back in the golden age of aviation. So what I have here, turn off one of the gadgets, okay? Bear with me, guys. I only have, echo is too high. Okay, so maybe I'll get rid of, I've got an iPad going here, so I'll turn that off. Hopefully, now I don't have any means of communicating with you guys, but hopefully the echo is now better on that. So I've only got one device going. So this is a proof that I had done of the pages when I prepared my promotional materials to promote the book. And sorry, I just can't see the chat. It's just too far away. So I won't be able to respond to the chat, guys, because I can't see it. But I'll just have to go with the flow here. This is the book. It's arrived from the printer. My book has taken me many, many years to compile. It's an all-color volume featuring over 600 amazing images taken in the 1950s and 1940s. And this first volume of the book covers the period 1942 to 1960. So that's the period right after World War II where air travel was in its infancy. So people were flying around in Lockheed Constellations and DC-6s, etc., DC-7. So, okay, we lost the data temporarily. I'm back. Not easy doing a live stream. So I'm hoping that you got everybody seeing this. This is the book. I've got this, and I am going to start opening the book up right now. And wow, I'll just, there we go, start to open this. Okay, there we are. Open this up. Okay, I can get this guy open carefully, obviously. It's exciting, very, very exciting, actually. Okay, here we have it. Oh. Well packaged, come thousands of miles from the printer. And here is the first layer. Okay, multiple layer, extra protection. We got bubble wrap. So let's get some of this tape off. Yeah, the excitement is building. I cannot wait to see what this looks like. Wow. Okay. Wow. So I'm opening up the very first book of my Air Travel Time Machine book. This is the very first one in my hands from the printer. So I've not seen the book yet. We're going to see the book together as I remove it from its cocoon. It's extremely well packaged, I must say. They wanted it to arrive. Oh, this is see if maybe I can pull it out from this end. No. Let's see. Going as quick as I can. Oh, there we go. There we go. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Okay. That's it. Opening up. Ooh. It's a heavy book. It's a big, heavy book. There she is. We've released it from its styrofoam packing. I'll get that out of the way. Oh, so here's the book. So there's the dimensions. You can see it. It's quite thick. If you're joining right now, this is the unboxing of my air travel time machine book. My name's Henry Tenby. I'm the author of this book. This book has been a 30-year process. I've accumulated, through my collection of aircraft slide collecting, quite a number, thousands of vintage images of what air travel was all about back in the golden days of aviation and airlines. So it took me a couple of years to prepare this book, to get it written and published, and this is it. This is it. I can't wait to have a look on the inside. So I'm going to carefully open up these flaps and remove the book. So we're going to do this together as I open that up. One side, and here is another. Slowly releasing this, and there's one right there. Scored that. Okay, here it is, guys. This is it. We're gonna open this and see this together. What can I say? Yeah, wow. Wow, okay, impressive. Shrink wrapped from the factory. It looks amazing, I have to say. That's the back cover, passengers getting onto a Pan Am Stratocruiser. And here is the front cover. Wow. ISBN number right there for you guys to see. And this is it. Air Travel Time Machine by myself, Volume 1. So, wow. Looking good, looking good. 1942 to 1960 Kodachrome Memories. So the book is shrink wrapped, and this is how it'll be delivered. If you order a copy of the book, it's going to be sent. Actually, I'll show you. Bear with me, guys. So if you order a copy of this book, it's actually going to be sent to you in one of these folding cardboard wraps to protect it. But you can see it's quite a hefty book. But I just wanted you to know that this is the protection that we will use to send the book. So pretty soon I'm going to cut this open and we're going to page through it. But you can see the thickness of the book. It's about an inch thick, I'd say. It's similar to that. And wow. Okay. So here we go. I'm gonna open the book. I'm gonna remove the shrink wrap, and we're gonna have a look inside at what it looks like. So there we go. I've opened up the plastic. Plastic is slowly coming off, guys. Slowly coming off. Wow. This is right this second, right now, is years in the waiting. 30 years since I first had the idea to collect these kinds of images, which depict, they're not just sterile shots of airplanes. There have been millions of books, or not millions, I guess tens of thousands of books have been published, aviation books that just show pictures of airplanes. That is not my book. My book shows pictures of people and scenery and atmosphere of what it was like to be an airline passenger, to be an aircraft passenger in the golden age of aviation. So these are not sterile photos of airplanes. If you're looking for pictures of airplanes without people in them, this book is not for you. If you are only looking for side profile shots of airplanes and you're not concerned about the atmosphere of the era, this book is not for you. If you're interested in what it was like to travel as a passenger on commercial airplanes and all kinds of airplanes, but mostly passenger airplanes in the golden age of aviation, this book is for you. So we're slowly removing the wrap. The book has now been released from its wrap, and here it is. Wow. Oh, look at that. This is the first dual page flap as we open it up. And in the back, there we go. There's the back wrap too. So the actual pages of the book it's a heavy book. So let me move these knives out of the way, and I'll try to walk you guys through some of the pages here together. Here's the intro, DC6. There's the table of contents. So there's a picture for each of the years between 1942 and 1960. So that's how we've done the table of contents. And here's the intro. And this is me actually at Southend Airport in summer of 1985 when I flew on this Viscount, British Air Ferries Viscount from Southend to Guernsey and Jersey. It was my first Viscount flight as an adult. So I had last flown on Viscounts in the early 70s with Air Canada. So here I am, 21 years old, having an adult flight on a Viscount. So this is the introduction. The quality of the paper is really fantastic. Very thick paper, and the printing is absolutely stunning. This is the history of the evolution of Kodachrome. And again, this is the introduction. There's my dad on his first ocean trip, actually, to Hawaii in 1959. So this is how people traveled before they flew, before air travel was a mass phenomena. They went by ship. So, and yeah, so I'm just walking you through. This is just the introduction. Vancouver Airport, DC6, TCA, DC8 right here. And then we get to our first chapter. And yeah, this is what Kodachrome slides were looking like in the 50s. They were printed in these red square slide mounts. And here we are. Let's jump. The first chapter is 1942. We have an American Airlines DC-3, or DC-3, boarding passengers. So this is the 1940s. And these pictures, although they're in glorious color, they were actually taken back in 1942 during World War II. This TWA constellation was lost in an accident. The Star of Cairo, you can Google it. But here's passengers boarding that same airplane. I don't think it was for that fateful flight, but this airplane, yeah, the Star of Cairo, TWA. So this gives you guys a very good idea. I'll just jump ahead. Gives you an idea of what the book is all about. Every single page, it's page after page of glorious color. There's a cabin view on board an aircraft. Pan Am, Convair, taken in Miami on the famous Caribbean run down to Haiti, Cuba. Pan Am operated an extensive network through the Caribbean in the 1950s. And yeah, this is Cuba. I think Camagüey. This is Cuba in the 1950s when Pan Am served the island. Idlewild Airport. That's LaGuardia Airport, actually. LaGuardia Airport, Connie's. The whole book is just loaded with atmospheric shots of what it was like. And there's some military shots as well. Military Air Force, U.S. Air Force open days. Look at that, Flying Banana. So there's content in here for the military fan as well. It's not only airlines. It's about, oh, look at that, Trans-Canada Airlines, Bristol Freighter, during an open day in Winnipeg. It would be 1954, summer of 54. Look at all the people here that turned out in Winnipeg to tour through the TCA Bristol Freighter. That's unbelievable. But this book is page after page after page of airline history, aviation history, air travel. These are military open days. We've got New York we've lots of pictures from New York, actually, and lots of Pan Am photos. XC-99, they only built one of these aircraft. It was a massive military transport that was built for the US Air Force. They only built one of them. And oh, San Francisco. When they opened up the San Francisco airport, the new terminal building, and I believe it was 54, they did a huge open house, and they had a lot of airplanes that were available for the public to go through. And that's when this picture was taken. Pan Am Stratocruiser at the San Francisco open house. Honolulu, a lot of pictures were taken at Honolulu by American tourists because Honolulu was the first overseas air trip that a lot of Americans were able to take. So there's a lot of images taken from Hawaii. So this is a restaurant that was right on the main ramp where people boarded the airplanes. And it's absolutely the good old days of air travel. What do we have here? That's this is San Francisco as well. There's a B-47. Passengers boarding a TWA Connie. And I'll just jump ahead several pages. Pan American Grace Airlines. They were purchased by Pan Am, and they then, I believe, they ceased to exist in the late, it might have been around 1962, 63, something like that. Fighter jocks with their F-94. Again, there's definitely military aircraft in here too. It's not just air. Oh, look at this shot. I believe this was taken in St. Martin. KLM Dutch Antilles, Convair 340 taken down in the Caribbean. Isn't that a gorgeous shot? Absolutely stunning. Passenger group about to board. And the book, it's just page after page. What year is this? 1955 here. 1955 with Northwest Airlines action. Right here we have a lady on the ramp at Dublin Airport with an Aer Lingus Bristol freighter in the background. Again, the book just goes on and on and on. Connies, military Connies. This is a Caicos Island. It's about a few thousand kilometers off the west coast of Australia. And Qantas Airlines, look at that, it's a tropical destination, and Qantas used to stop there with their Connies. You can see that. So there's airline history that's long since been forgotten, that's relived in the pages of this book. So the captions are extensive. We've got look at the TWA Martin liner, another Pan Am Stratocruiser. Will I ship to the UK? Yes, as a matter of fact. Good question, Amy. I appreciate the question. 600 of these books are being printed. 300 are going to come to North America, to our North American distributor, and our printing partner is Astral Horizon Press, also known as the Airline Boutique. So they are going to have several hundred of these books for distribution in the UK. So when you order the book from my website, henrytenby.com, yes, you can order the book from henrytenby.com. When you order the book from me, it will be shipped out of the UK. And actually the postage is very, very reasonable. I think it's like £5 or £6 or £7. It's something unbelievably reasonable. So what you're going to get is an amazing deal on the shipping. And if you're ordering from Europe, you're going to find that the book will be shipped from the UK as well. So this gives you an idea of the book. Look at that Vancouver airport right here in the 1950s. Absolutely stunning, stunning, stunning. Really, really nice. And I'm hoping that you'll consider getting a copy of my book for your library. It's a book that I think you'll want to cherish and you'll spend a lot of time looking at. So again, if you want to order the book, there's 300 books coming to Canada, North America for distribution. There's 300 books coming to Europe for distribution as well. But if you want to order the book, you can order it at my website, henrytenby.com. And I should say that the books are shipping out of the printer probably next week, and it'll take about, I'm thinking it's going to take about a month for us to receive the books, and hopefully it won't be too much longer than that. And once we get the books, we'll be shipping them out. So that's it. Here it is in all its glorious splendor. I thank you for watching this live stream on my book. I will be doing a video as well, just for promotional purposes, just or maybe to edit things and whatnot. But yes, thanks for watching. I do see comments. Yes, the book can absolutely be delivered to Canada as well, Paula. That's no problem as well. So it's actually cheaper though if you order the book from the UK, because the shipping cost within the UK is only £7, but the shipping cost here in Canada, it's like $25 Canadian. So the book is actually cheaper for those of you living in the UK than living in Canada. So I do see comments on the phone. I can't read them all, so I do apologize. But if you have questions, of course, you can leave them into the comment section of the book, so in the comment section of the video below, and I will answer your questions. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. And again, if you want to buy the book, if you're interested in learning more about the book, just visit my website, henrytenby.com. Thanks again, everybody, and I look forward to seeing everybody on my next show, my next live stream. Thanks again. All the best.